Good morning. It is another Sunday, and it is time for our Sunday Soul Set meditation. And as I was contemplating where to begin meditating, I opened to the Course in Miracles, and lesson 93 came up. And that lesson is light and peace and joy abide in me. And it's a remembrance that we are the home of the light and the love that we seek. But in our state of our belief in separation, we have externalized that and we look outside of us to fulfill those desires. We look to find peace outside of ourselves. And as I got looking for clarity, I used the White Eagle Medicine Deck and pulled Bear. And Bear is about introspection, and Bear is about finding that power within you to understand that we have the wisdom that we seek within us. The other card that came up for me was Stargazer, and Stargazer is a grandmother card. It's a very wise energy card, and it's about going into that darkness and watching the life in the stars, the ancestors come alive and light their lights. And when we seek answers, we can focus on one of those, but we can also see all of the light that is within all of us in those stars. And so today, I just want to help us work sort of backwards to realize that we are a part of all things and we are a part of everyone. And that is where our peace lies, is when we recognize ourselves in others, then there's no reason to attack or defend. We understand that the only person we are attacking is ourselves. And so I'm going to ask you to just allow yourself right now to find a comfortable position. And I'm going to step off to the side here. I'll stay in. Close your eyes. Really readjust your body to make sure that you're comfortable. Become aware of your breathing. And as you breathe, become aware of any of those places within you that are uncomfortable for some reason, that are tense, maybe tingling, maybe numbness, maybe it's just stiffness, and maybe it would be considered discomfort or pain. And just send your breath to those areas. And as you breathe, I want you to feel the energy that is you being pulled back in with every inhale. And so, wherever you have left your energy, dropped your energy, it's gotten hooked somewhere, let that energy return to you now. And as it pours back in through the top of your head and maybe through the pores of your skin, see it channel through and down your spine, and feel that energy as it fills the physical body. And that energy travels down through your spine, through your tailbone, through the bottom of your feet, down your legs, and down into Mother Earth. And it is regenerated with the power of Mother Earth. See what color that center of the earth is for you. It may be that molten red and orange with some yellow in. Allow that energy to resurge, come back up through the earth, back up through the bottoms of your feet, those chakras in the bottom of your feet, up through your legs and your knees and your thighs, and into your pelvic area where your first chakra resides. And just feel that energy in your first chakra awaken or flow, pulsate. And we fill ourselves with gratitude for our connection to Mother Earth, for the ability to remain on this earth. And then we call on the universal energy, the cosmic energy, the God force. And we breathe that energy in. Some of you may even get the vision of angels pouring energy into you. And allow that energy to circulate through the top of your head in your crown chakra. Once again, down both sides of the back of your spine, on the sides of your spine. And as it reaches the tailbone, it turns and it comes back up the front of your body. Again, on both sides of that center of space. And as it reaches your neck, it pours out through your arms and your hands, and it shoots out through the top of your head. And that energy is ever present and ever flowing. And so as you run your energy, as you flow your energy is flowed out into the rest of the world. We disperse that cosmic energy. And now just once again, feel what it feels like in your body. And as you identify those places once again that have tension or pain, discomfort, numbness, any form of dis-ease, ask those spaces what the emotion that is tied to them is. Where is the lack of love manifested? How is it manifested in the emotions? And you may feel sadness or grief, resentment. You may feel stagnant. You may feel defeated or futile, scared, anxious. Some of you are feeling all of those, and that's okay. We give ourselves permission to acknowledge those emotions, to accept those emotions as a means of communication. And we open our arms and we give ourselves a hug. And we reassure ourselves that we will correct the mistakes that are causing this level of discomfort within us. And so, as we take the hand of the emotion or emotions, we begin to walk on the path that appears in front of us. And we notice what the terrain looks like where this path appears. Is it wooded? Is it the beach? Is it filled with debris? Are there branches and obstacles in the way? Are you in a maze? Are you in a city? Notice what that path is for you, because this is the path of undoing the emotions. And now, as we walk through this path, you will come to a space where there is a clearing, there is a bench, there is a place for you to pause. And as we look out into our world from this vantage point, we can see the places where we feel we have been harmed or attacked, where we have been lost or abandoned, where people are threatening, where things or events are threatening to us. And as we take note of those, begin to see the facade, the masks, the painted fronts of all of these scenes, all of these events, and all of these people get washed away by a gentle rain that begins to fall. And now you begin to recognize yourself in all of those situations, in all of those events, in all of those people. And so the attacker you recognize as how you may have been believing that you deserve attack or that you have been attacking yourself. You may find that someone's behavior simply mirrors what you have been thinking and believing about life. And the fact that they are displaying it in front of you is discomforting, creates a state of dis-ease within you. You may find that a situation also is showing you the belief system that you have been operating within. And so it can create tension. It can create that feeling of imbalance within you. But as you recognize all of this, you recognize that it is simply a mistaken perception. And we let the rain continue. And it washes away even those situations, and you see that underneath there is a light, there is a flower that blooms gently and beautifully, which may appear as incredibly fragile, but you realize the strength, the perseverance, and the resilience that was necessary for that flower to bloom. And you see that the projections of future events, the worries, simply melt away. And you see the peace and the presence that is the truth of who you are. And so we invite these truths to join us on our path. And you see that each one of those truths, each one of those reflections, takes the hand of what was the fear, the discomfort, the dis-ease, the attack, the tension. And suddenly the path is big enough to hold all of you. And suddenly the obstacles that you are facing in your way simply begin to disappear as this wall of love walks forward, as this power that is extended in all directions of space and time on your path. You see that you are never alone. You see that there is an answer and a correction in every fear, in every moment of dis-ease. And you begin to understand that you do not need to live from that vantage point. Now, as you breathe in, you see, as you look down your right and your left sides to those hands that you have been holding, that only the love and only the peace and the joy remain. In the presence of those things, all of those fears, all of those resentments and dis-ease have simply disappeared. And as we are filled with gratitude, we begin to breathe in. As we breathe in, we realize that that love and that angelic force has come to fill you up once again. And so as we breathe in, all of those aspects of you that are love and joy and peace are called back into you in the same way that your energy was called back in. And you feel your light get stronger and brighter with every breath that you take. And you feel that connection and that nurturing from Mother Earth strengthen in a way that is not limiting, but creates unlimited potential and movement and freedom. That connection to the earth gives you permission and ability to fly. And take a moment now to fly, to look over your land, your world, to see how the light springs up, to see how the light eliminates all of the darkness that we fear. And because of this flight, we do not need to walk those old pathways again to return to this room. We simply acknowledge that it is time. And we begin to feel ourselves back in our bodies, back on our chairs, our beds, back in this room. And take as long as you need. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and return to your day, knowing that this peace and this love and this joy will always remain with you. And that if you forget, it is as simple as a few deep inhales and exhales to return that energy to you and to let go of those things that no longer serve. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I look forward to another meditation again soon. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.